friends, welcome to another video. You can probably tell from the title that this is going to be a Q&A today. It's Sunday, March something. I don't even know. Let's see. Sunday, March 12th, and tomorrow I go back to school after my spring break, so I wanted to knock this out before I have to get back into the swing of things. But I posted this picture on Instagram a few days ago, and I just told you to ask me any questions, fitness, non-fitness, whatever. And I know in the past I've done like separate fitness and non-fitness Q&As, but I think I'm just gonna combine this all into one. I did get a good amount of questions, and a lot of them were really good, really detailed questions that I think deserve like a long explanation. So those did give me really good ideas to do like sit down videos about, but I don't think I'm gonna answer them in this because I don't want this to get too long. I know when I watch Q&As, if they get really extensive, I just end up like exiting out of them, and I don't want this to be boring, so I'm just gonna go through and answer the ones I feel like answering, and then a lot of them I will answer in like upcoming videos and make full videos about them. And I have wanted to do more like informative sit down videos, so this is very helpful. But comment below if you guys would be interested in those, or if you guys have any ideas about informative or like recipes, workouts, whatever that you guys would want to see. Let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas like that. But enough rambling, let's get to these questions. Okay, first one from Alo F. Jane, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce these. I feel like Instagram names are really hard to like decipher. But she says, since you're in a caloric deficit, do you have refeeds or cheat days? If so, how often? So yes, I do. Even when I was bulking, I had one like free cheat meal a week. It's just like a good mental break, I think, and to like not think about numbers and not correlate numbers to food. Right now, since I'm cutting, I started having 2 refeed days that are just like high carb days, and now currently I just have 1 since we're like pushing a little harder these last couple weeks. Next question from Ava J. Ansick says, how do you deal with hunger? Any tips? I've been cutting for a while and it's getting tough. And you're the best. Love reading your posts and watching your YouTube channel. Oh, you're so sweet. But I did get a lot of questions about like dealing with hunger and stuff. And I think one thing you just kind of have to realize is like when you're cutting, you're gonna be hungry. When you're bulking, you're gonna be full. And I think a lot of people go into it like looking for some easy way out or something, or like how to make it super like easy. And it's not. Like, you're gonna be hungry. I definitely do get hungry. I'd say for me, one is just giving it time. Like the first day or 2 after my macros drop, usually like 2 days, 2 or 3, I'm really hungry, and then my body just adapts and I get more used to it. Another thing I'd say is just stay busy, stay distracted. And another thing is just like switching it up to more satiating food. So like for me, oats instead of cream of rice, potatoes instead of white rice, beef instead of like fish, or like rice cakes are not satiating, cereal's not satiating. So it's like figuring out the kind of foods that like keep you fuller for the macros that they have in them. And what's the thing I miss most about Chicago? So I grew up in Chicago. I moved out to San Diego for college, for those of you who are new to my channel. And I'd say the thing I miss most about Chicago, definitely not the weather, and she says besides family, because my family is definitely what I miss most. But I think San Diego's like a super laid back, chill place. Like everyone just kind of is like lollygags around, in my opinion, and I'm like a super like go go go, like to be always doing stuff kind of person. And I think I didn't live in the city, but like even around the city, everyone's just kind of like go go go. There's like a million things to do. Next question, Allie Child says favorite college memory and favorite pizza topping. So favorite college memory, honestly, I'm gonna say this, if you're like in college, freaking enjoy it, because I'm about to graduate and I'm like, damn, people say college are like the best years of your life, like you're never gonna get them back, and it's so true. Like we always have like day parties, like in people's houses on the beach, because a lot of people live off campus at my school. So those days were so fun. Like you get to drink and like be on the beach and like be with all your friends and swim, I don't know. Just really fun. It's like the definition of like college. When I look back on my college years, that's what I'm gonna remember. And favorite pizza topping, I'm a huge like veggie on pizza person. I know that sounds so like boring, but like peppers, onions, mushrooms, olives, all that kind of, sun-dried tomatoes, all that kind of stuff. H.Pie says, ever had time of the month problems? If so, what did you do to fix it? That's a good question. I think it's something a lot of people struggle with, and like a lot of people don't talk about. It's kind of a weird topic. But if you've like ever prepped or like competed, or if you struggled with an eating disorder, I think it's something more people deal with than you think. And for me, I did lose my period when I had my eating disorder. And honestly, I think the only thing that really helps is time and being at a healthy weight. So for me, it took a while. I'd say like 6 months after I was weight restored of just like sitting at a healthy body fat percentage. And that's gonna be different for everyone. But just like sitting at my body's happy place and being there, and then it came back. If it's been a long time, you know that your body's healthy, or like you're at a healthy body fat, I would go see a doctor. But I just say like time and like consistently making sure that like your body fat and everything is in a good place. Earthling Jody says, who inspires you? And do you look forward to bulking again? So I'd say it like totally depends on like the day and the situation. There's so many people who inspire me. Like, I mean, my parents, my friends, people on social media, like, and it really just depends on like the situation and what kind of like inspiration or motivation I need. So there's not like one person. I think a lot of people inspire me in different ways, if that makes sense. And am I looking forward to bulking again? Yes. Yes, I am. Like I said it before, I think this cut made me realize how much room I have to grow. Like, I feel shredded, having abs is cool, whatever, but like at the same time, I'm so ready to grow, and I'm so ready to eat a lot of food again. 7 Brickhouse 7 says, do you exclusively use Unico products now that you're affiliated with them? Yes, I do. The only supplements I use that aren't Unico are my creatine. I just take creatine monohydrate, so I just get that at like Vitamin Shop. It's not any like brand, it's just plain, and that's what I recommend doing if you take creatine. And my fish oil, which is just liquid fish oil that I've shown you guys. And both of those I just get their Vitamin Shop brand. The reason I'm affiliated with Unico is because I genuinely like love all their products and they all work super, super well. So I like don't feel the need to use anything else, if that makes sense. So yes, everything I use, pre-workout, BCAAs, and protein is from Unico. Daisy_Grow says, if you could magically turn any junk food into healthy food, what would you choose? I feel like it's really easy to make like macro-friendly options of things. And honestly, when I eat like a ton of junk food, I like don't feel good. But if I would still feel really good, it would for sure be French fries, like 1000%. Sweet potato or regular, I don't know. I like them both. But yeah, ever since I've been like cutting, I just really want like a big plate of fries, or like carne asada fries. I don't know if you guys have had them, but they're like nachos on French fries. It's so good. Courtney Steeble says, what's your new job? So I'm working at a direct response digital marketing agency, and I am an account manager. So I work with companies to like create their advertising campaigns and like report analytics. I just like what they want to advertise, where they want to advertise, all that kind of stuff. So that is going to be my job. Do you know when my cut will be over? Yes, so there's a timeline, so it's Sunday today, so a week from tomorrow, it should be over. I mean, obviously it depends on how things go, but that is the plan for right now, and I am very excited for it to be over. Would you rather go paleo or vegan? Neither. Probably paleo. Actually, no, I'd rather go vegan because I need a lot of carbs. So, yeah. Do I plan on having kids? If so, how many? What would you name them? I want kids. Kids are my weakness, guys. I freaking love kids, and yes, I want 3. I don't know what I want to name them. Okay, my camera overheated, but we're back. Powered by Tofu said, do you get any negative comments on your IG? If so, do you delete them or how do you handle them? So I'm lucky in that I really don't get that much negative feedback on my Instagram or any of my social media really. But I do, when you have a decent following, even when you don't, people, there are people who will go out of their way to make you feel bad about yourself or to bring you down. And I think that that's one thing that I just realized is it's probably their issue and not mine if they're going out of their way to write something negative on my page. And I think it depends what it is. If it's really offensive, then yes, I delete it. Otherwise, usually I just don't respond because it's not even worth my time, if that makes sense. Next question was from Fit and Dedicated. She says, does your family support dieting and counting macros? Do they understand what it is and how do you explain it to people who don't? Yes, my family's supportive of it. I think, well, one, I don't live with my family, so when I am with them, I don't track macros. I just enjoy my time with them. But I think with anything, you just have to evaluate why you're doing it. If you're approaching tracking macros and all that kind of stuff in a healthy way, there's no reason anyone shouldn't be supportive of it. So when I do it, I'm not super anal, weighing out everything. I don't miss out on family events. I approach it in a very healthy way. It's just kind of oh, this is what I do. And my family, or anyone, when they're my friends and stuff, I'll just pull out my food tool and weigh out my food. It's not a big deal. But no one really questions it because I just kind of I'm this is just what I do. Fit_Jade says, what's your all-time favorite dessert and favorite nut butter? Favorite dessert, I've said this before, Pizookies from BJ's. I just like the plain chocolate chip one. They have a gluten-free one, and it with the melty ice cream and the melty chocolate chips. It's so good. You don't ask that question to someone who's gutting, because I'm drooling. Favorite nut butter. Let me go get them. Okay, I have 3. So, 1. Woo! Jesus. The mixed nut butter from Trader Joe's that I picked up the other day, it is very quickly my new favorite. I've been putting it on top of oats, and it's so good. So it's from Trader Joe's. If you can get your hands on it, do it. My next favorite, this is the OG. I've been eating this literally almost every day for about 6 months now. I really like the creamy one too, but it's just all natural almond butter. If you couldn't tell, I really like just plain all natural nut butters. If I had to have a one that you get at GNC, whatever, it would be the OG Nuts and More Toffee Crunch. I've tried a bunch of them, and this one will always be my favorite. Annalise Lifts asked, what do your parents think of you competing with your ED history? Just curious because I'm thinking about competing in the future and don't know what to tell parents. So they're very supportive because I've been very healthy for a long time. So I think if you're just recovering from an eating disorder, you should not be thinking about competing. You should be at a healthy weight, have a good relationship with your body, like I said before. And I mean, I maintained my weight for a year or so, and then I bulked for 8 months. So they kind of, and they've been around me, and I have a very, very healthy relationship with food. I'll eat whatever. So they're not worried about it, kind of because I've like proved myself. So if you're like questioning about like if you should tell your family, like you're probably not in a place where you should be. If you think they'd be worried, like then they probably should be worried, you know? Did you reverse diet your way from your eating disorder? Or did you just jump calories back up right away? I just jumped calories back up right away. Like if you're eating super low calories, and you're at a really low, maintaining a really, really low weight and an eating disorder, like you need to gain weight. So, I mean, I didn't like track macros or anything when I was recovering, but I just knew that I needed to gain weight. So I was like getting weight in and just jumped my calories up so that I was gaining weight. We're gonna do one more question because this is getting really long. I already know it. Laura Loves Waffles says, what's your favorite brand of workout clothes? I wear like all different brands now that I'm thinking about it. Because it kind of depends. Leggings, Lululemon, 1000%. And tops, I love the Built Apparel. Tops are just like super loose and soft and comfy. I've shown them in other videos. I am sponsored by them, but that's just like, because I genuinely love them. My code's Lexi Build if you want to use 10%, if you want 10% off. And I also, like, most of my, like, crop tops are just from Forever 21, honestly. So, depends what you're looking for, but if you want, like, comfy, loose tops, Built, leggings, Lululemon, tops, like, crop tops, Forever 21, because they're really cheap. But yeah, that's going to conclude this Q&A, and like I said, I actually think this was pretty long, but there was a lot of really good questions that I didn't get to that because I want to make like longer videos about them. So let me know if there's any like informational videos you want. I'm gonna try to come up with like a schedule in the next few weeks. Like I want to do like a vlog, full day of eating type thing. I love doing those. It makes me feel like we're like friends, like you're hanging out with me. And then I also want to try to do like one informative video or like sit down talk like this a week. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, leave your comments below, share, like, whatever, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.